I do.
I do. We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome into P.O. Faulkner Park here in Martinsburg on the Skinner Law pregame show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop and Trip Tobin on the call. John Alderton is our on-site producer this evening. Nick Ferzolini behind the camera and Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Pregame show is brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Tonight, Martinsburg will be getting themselves in tune-up game in between sectionals and regionals before they take on the Jefferson Cougars starting on Monday for the Regional Championship Series, best 2 out of 3. They'll be taking on Broadfording Christian Academy, a team that they've already played once this year, got themselves a 13-3 victory against. Jameer Brown with a great pitching performance in that one. And we'll just go ahead and get into our coaches' interviews off the top here, brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons got to catch up with Coach Klein and Coach Byler of Broadfording and Martinsburg. We'll start with Coach Byler.
All right, here with Coach Byler, the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Coach, before we start getting into tonight's game and moving forward, I'm going to go back to Hedgesville, the sectional. Got that win. How did you feel about your team, and what sort of things from that one do you want to continue moving forward?
You know, just really proud of how they handled adversity and, you know, how they kept fighting throughout. And, just execution there at the end. I didn't think at times throughout the series that we executed very well or ran the bases really well, but when push came to shove, they got the job done at the end. So just proud of them for their gritty effort.
And obviously, you got Jefferson coming up next week, starting Monday with that series for regionals. Before we get into tonight specifically against Broadfording, what have you been doing maybe differently with your team this week? Seeing as this tune-up game for you guys will be the only game that you have moving forward before you get to Jefferson.
I guess kind of the old adage, if it's not broke, don't fix it. We've just kind of been doing, the same thing we've been doing all year, and we were fortunate enough the turf allowed us to get outside a couple times, even though it's been wet. We'd like to hit the ball a little bit better than we did against Hedgesville, but I think credit to their pitching, and we got to get some bunts down. We worked on bunting and run the bases a little bit, and just things like that we need to tune up and kind of get back to just being us.
So when it comes to Broadfording in this game tonight, how might you approach this game a little differently, if at all? You've got Lane DeLauder starting on the mound tonight. Are you going to approach things differently with him or the lineup in general?
Well, we're going to go out there and try to put a good product on the field and play baseball the right way like we've done all year long. Lane will probably go about 2 innings, Christian Alter 2 innings, maybe Jameer Brown an inning or 2, Owen an inning or 2, Ovi an inning or 2. Just kind of get those guys a little bit of tune-up work and get ready to go. But, offensively, the lineup's going to stay the same, and those guys are going to get at bats and, continue to try and do what we do and put pressures on teams and play baseball the right way.
You've obviously seen Broadfording once already this year. What did you see in that one, and what did you seen from them in general so far this year about just preparing your team to face them again here?
Well, first I want to thank them for coming down and agreeing to play us. The SSAC allows you to play regular season games between sectionals and regionals if you haven't played all 32, as long as the other school is still playing. So we're fortunate they were able to come down and give us a game tonight. I think they have some, the center fielder on their team might be the best baseball player we'll see all year. He's a prospect kid. So they have some quality kids over there, and they're going to force us to play the game the right way and do the little things. And I think it'll be a good baseball game for us just to get ready for Jefferson on Monday.
What'll be your main message for your team in this one tonight?
Well, the main message is just play the game the right way, and I think there's a little bit of something to it tonight. You got a chance to break the school record in wins with 31, so I don't think they need much motivation from me. I think that we sat down and talked yesterday, and they all kind of have the same goal, and that goal is to make it to Charleston, and Jefferson stands in our way, and tonight's a great opportunity to play a baseball game and kind of get ready for that opportunity on Monday. And the message doesn't change. The message is just go out there and do your job and do things the right way. And there's a lot of talent in that locker room, so we just need them to keep doing what they're doing.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time and good luck.
Thanks, Dylan.
All right, here with Broadfording's Coach Klein. Coach, tell me a little bit about how this game here today came together. Obviously, Martinsburg's in between sectionals and regionals. Just tell me a little bit about getting this game scheduled with Coach Byler to play this one today.
So Coach Byler, he communicated with me that wanted to know whether we had an opportunity to play Thursday, and so I made some arrangements because I was like, obviously, it's a fun team to play. They're good players, good coaching staff, and great facilities. So we took the opportunity to do that, and we have one game tomorrow. We don't have playoffs, so to speak, and I really like the Martinsburg program. So I was like, yeah, let's go over and do that.
And obviously you've gotten to see Martinsburg once. You've been here once before to P.O. Faulkner to play them. What did you kind of take away from that game that you might want to that you have talked to your team about when coming into this one?
Well, obviously, Jameer pitched against us last time, and he did a really heck of a job. I mean, for a sophomore, that was really special what he did, and he's got a lot of good things coming to him, certainly. And they are well disciplined, good team speed, and they do the things that you have to do to win ball games, and that's play good defense, get good pitching, and timely hitting, and that is a recipe for winning a lot of ball games. Is what they do.
And just finally, what will be your last message to your team before you have them head out on the field for this one?
That everybody puts on their socks and shoes the same way when they get up in the morning, and don't be intimidated by the record or the players. You just play ball, and anything can happen in baseball. If you've been around baseball long enough, anything can happen.
Yep. All right, Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Now joined by
Thanks to Coach Byler and Coach Klein for their pregame interviews. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break and be back with more of the Skinner Law pregame show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dungeness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to the Skinner Law pregame show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, getting you set for Martinsburg versus Broadfording. Here, baseball from P.O. Faulkner Park, set for a 6 o'clock first pitch. Dylan Bishop and Trip Tobin on the call. John Alderton, our on-site producer. Nick Verzolini behind the camera on TV 10. And Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Trip, we've seen this matchup once before. Jameer Brown started for the Bulldogs and had himself a strong outing. It'll be Lane DeLauder on the mound for the Bulldogs in this one as they try to get themselves a little bit of a tune-up game. In between this long break between sectionals, this past Friday against Hedgesville, and then regionals coming up starting Monday against Jefferson. So it's a little bit of an interesting situation for Martinsburg, trying to make sure that their players stay fresh going into this series coming up against Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that you can get a game in, but in that long layoff, you're talking, way too long for baseball players. Baseball is meant to be played just about every day, if not every day. As long as you got the pitching, you should be playing if possible. So, but tonight I think you won't see. I don't think you'll see Lane Dollar for more than an inning or two, and I think they'll get a lot of their guys some live action, work on some situations, and probably play each inning like it's nothing, 0-0. Try to work on something, get some guys in, and make sure that the defense and the catching and everybody's on the same page, and try to get some situational hitting in. And it's not. You want to say you don't want to use the word scrimmage because it's not a scrimmage by any means. Everybody's going to play to win, but it's an opportunity to to do some things you might not normally do. Just in tuning up. I know across the state there's a lot of games going on. I know Bridgeport played, I believe, Philip Barber the other day. They're playing Williamson tonight. Jefferson's going to play maybe Moorfield, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. But, everybody's getting in a warm-up, tune-up game, and it's just good for everybody. So just can't wait to, see Lane bow the mound and see this pitching staff and the depth of it, and just kind of a little bit of a teaser before Monday.
Yeah, and Martinsburg has some extra motivation to get the win tonight. as Coach Byler mentioned in his pregame interview, that they can get their 31st win tonight and set the school record for most wins in a season, as they currently sit at 30-2. So, Tripp, that could be a big accomplishment for Coach Byler and this team here for a Martinsburg program that has certainly had a great history and had great teams, obviously with the record already at 30 wins in the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a phenomenal season. We look at, sometimes you look at some of the tight games like, getting down to Washington and then that grit they had to come back early in the season. You look at the loss that they avenged in Myrtle Beach, coming back and beating a really good St. Mary's Riken team. And then, the battle they had with Hedgesville, and, you might get a little concerned like, the bats were flat or this or that. But at the end of the day, their depth, is what really changes things, and their ability to go, 9 innings or be down 2-0 in the 5th inning and still have all that confidence. That's just a huge mindset. I mean, it's just a huge favorable asset to Martinsburg to have that kind of mindset and have that kind of depth to be able to go. I mean, get down to state tournament and you face some really good pitching, and when you have the ability to, you have a defense and a pitching staff that can hold the line until the offense shows up or until you get into the other team's bullpen, you're going to be successful. And that's one of their keys to success against really good teams. You're not going to blow out really good teams on the baseball field. It's hard to blow out teams that are, on paper not as good as you, let alone a team that's really, that's competitive. So it's just going to be a really good series between Jefferson and Martinsburg, and it's going to be there's a lot of records on the line. You won't mention, but I know there's a possibility for some pitching records to fall, single season batting average records, stuff like that are that could possibly be reached. So been a great year and been a great statistic year, and but all that means nothing if you don't finish it.
Yep, and with that we'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, and we'll be inching ever so more closely to first pitch. This is West Virginia High School baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is pleased to announce that thoracic surgery with Dr. Shalini Reddy is now available in Martinsburg at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center. Dr. Reddy has practiced thoracic surgery in the region for over 8 years and offers robotic laparoscopic surgeries for the lungs, esophagus, and more. For more information about thoracic surgery in Martinsburg, check us out online at mywvuheart.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
Welcome back to the Skinner Law pregame show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Let's get you the starting lineups for both Martinsburg and Broadfording, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. For Broadfording Christian Academy, they'll go with the leadoff hitter, shortstop Chase Casera, number 5, batting second in center field to be Jordani David, number 13. Batting third, DH number 24, Sojun Kim. Batting fourth in left field is number 17, Jun Kim. Batting fifth, catcher number 10, Fernando Espino. Batting sixth at second base will be number 11, Grafer Martinez. Number 19, third baseman Junior Valdez, will be batting seventh. Jose Soho will be batting eighth at first base. That's number 21. And then number 15, Chase Gravel, will be out in right field and batting ninth. It'll be Fran Turby on the mound for Broadfording to start things out. For Martinsburg, it's pretty much the usual lineup. It'll be Isaac Grove out in center field, number 25. Leading off will be Carson Buber, number 5, at shortstop, batting second. Braden Oviedo, number 24, third baseman, batting third. Number 7, Christian Alter will be out in right field in the cleanup spot. Ben Reisenweber, number 8, will be playing second base, batting fifth. In the sixth hole will be designated hitter number 3, Owen Rupenthal. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 20, Braden Edwards. Batting eighth, it would be first baseman number 27, Jameer Brown. And in the 9th spot, the left fielder number 2, Keegan Everhart. And it'll be Lane DeLauder out on the mound to start things out for Martinsburg. That's Braden Edwards and Lane DeLauder, starting battery for Martinsburg, and Fran Turby and Fernando Espino for Broadfording Christian Academy. Your starting battery is brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page as we get ready for first pitch here. Right as the time hits 6 o'clock, it's 76 degrees here in Martinsburg. Wind gusts up to 12 miles per hour. It's a very beautiful day for baseball right now. Absolutely. 7 mile per hour winds. Feels like 77, 55% humidity. Not very many clouds in the sky. Should not have any sort of rain delays or any sort of rain at all like we have earlier this week. But that will take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have first pitch. It's West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
Top of the first inning on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 is brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880 as we get ready for first pitch here from P.O. Faulkner Park between the Martinsburg Bulldogs and Broadfording Christian Academy Lions. They have this tune-up game, a regular season contest in the middle of sectionals and regionals, as Broadfording still was continuing their season. They don't have playoffs they're on their schedule. And Martinsburg, in between sectionals and regionals, decided to get this game in. have it count against the record. It can be it's an opportunity for Martinsburg to set the all-time school record for wins in a season at 31, as they sit at 30-2, and it'll be Lane DeLauder on the mound, a chance to be the winning pitcher in potentially that record-setting victory. Broadfording took a 13-3 loss last time they were here at P.O. Faulkner Park, and we'll see if Martinsburg can put up a similar kind of effort here tonight. Dylan Bishop and Trip Tobin with you on the call. John Alderton is our on-site producer. Nick Verzolini is behind the camera on TV 10. And Colin McLaughlin is back in the studio.
It was a 13-3 game, but if you look on the box score in the top of the fourth, Broadfording was up 2-1 going into the bottom of the fourth.
Absolutely.
It was an 8-run inning that blew this open, so this team is very capable of playing. Got a great tune-up game. I know there's a few, like the regular season record on the line and stuff like that, but Martinsburg has got to play a little looser than they did in the Hedgesville matchups, and I think you're going to see a little different team now that they've accomplished that sectional goal. Didn't want to fall short there and played really tight in that matchup, but tonight I think you'll see a different ball team.
The first pitch from Lane DeLauder is outside and low for ball one. First pitch is brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. You can stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-4343. Chase Casero hit a ground ball to third base. Brayden Oviedo makes the throw to first and retires the first hitter that Lane DeLauder faces.
Across the diamond, Oviedo, Bluber, Reisenweber, Jameer Brown might not be a better infield in the state. They've been extremely good. Their fielding percentages are way up there, and they've turned multiple double plays, and they're interchangeable parts, so great infield here.
First pitch to the center fielder, Jordani David, will be outside for a ball. As the player that Coach Aaron Byler of Martinsburg said in the pregame interview might be the best player that the Bulldogs see all season, as he cracks this one into left center field. This is going to be a tough play for anyone to get to, and it's going to hit off the wall. And David's going to easily come in at second base. He's going to stop there with a one-out stand-up double. So right away he shows why Coach Byler said this might be the best player that the Bulldogs see all year.
Yeah, he's a tremendous athlete, and the last time we seen flashes of brilliance out of him last time in the outfield. There was one point in time in the game where the Bulldogs opted to just intentionally walk him at one point in the game. So definitely a terror in that lineup, and for those of you who can on the TV, if you can see it on TV, you can see with the size of his and the athleticism of that young man.
So he gets on with a one-out double. Sojun Kim, the designated hitter, is going to be first pitch swinging. He's going to hit this one right at Isaac Grove in center. Tagging up will be Jordani David, and he's going to make it in the third, but that is the second out of the inning on the sac fly.
Yeah, nice job by David there to get to move up. I mean, once it became a routine fly ball, you can just go back and tag up. If it's if there's going to be trouble, you're generally leaning off. But once it became routine off the bat there, he just tug up and moved up.
First pitch into June Kim will be in for ball one. The cleanup hitter in left field, number 17. DeLauder working quickly. He's going to throw this one in for strike one. Martinsburg going with the, what would you call this, teal and orange here this evening. The 1-1 is on the inside corner for strike two.
Traditionally, they're hospice night uniforms. If you're familiar with that night, that color, we usually wear it in Myrtle Beach in certain special occasions.
Now DeLauder takes his time in between pitches this time. The 1-2 is going to be swung on and missed on the fastball. Strike three.
Nice change up there by DeLauder that dropped off the table, it looked like.
And with that, he retires the side, leaving a runner stranded on third base. So one hit, no runs given up for DeLauder. We'll go to the bottom of the first after the 60-second break. This is West Virginia high school baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
WVU Medicine announces the expansion of its robotic-assisted surgery program with the addition of the Da Vinci surgical system at Jefferson Medical Center. The Da Vinci is used for a wide range of general surgery and gynecologic procedures like hernia repairs, gallbladder removal, hysterectomy, and more. Our board-certified surgeons combine this advanced technology with compassionate care for better results, including smaller incisions, less pain and blood loss, and quicker recovery times. Visit wvumedicine.org/Jefferson to learn more.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park, Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Still scoreless after half an inning. Martinsburg will have their first at-bat of the game here against Fran Louise Turby, pitcher for Broadfording. He'll be pitching to Fernando Espino. Due up first for the Bulldogs will be Isaac Grove, Carson Buber, and Braden Oviedo. Bottom of the first inning is brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at orsinis.com. It's a Broadfording in the light blue, you call it baby blue, sky blue uniforms with the yellow trim, white logo, white script Broadfording logo on the front and white numbers with the yellow outline. Black caps, gray pants, black socks. Actually, it looks like the socks kind of vary depending on the player as I look around the field.
Black and blue.
Yeah, we got gray socks at first base. We got blue socks at second. We got black on the pitcher's mound. So
the jerseys have a little bit of a UCLA look. From there,
they do.
It's just black and gray.
Yep.
Black hats, gray pants, and then whatever color you choose socks to wear today.
Yep. As we mentioned, it's Martinsburg in the teal with the orange Bulldog script and numbers with the black outlines. And the white pants for Martinsburg. It'll be Isaac Grove, center fielder, that'll step in to lead things off for the Bulldogs.
Pants stay pretty clean this year on the turf.
Yeah. It's a good thing about turf. First pitch from Turby is going to be a fastball outside for the ball one. And he'll step back onto the mound. Foot right on the end of the rubber as he goes into his windup. This one's going to be hit back foul to even the count at 1-1.
Grove back in the lineup, he's with that, he tweaked that hamstring. He's been running really well. I mean, he willed himself around the bases for that first run in the Hedgesville game, and ended up being a really, huge play in the game there early in the game, getting that 1-0 lead.
Here's the 1-1. That's going to be inside and high. Ball two. Make it 2-1 now.
He's been a great on-base percentage guy all year. Been a stolen base threat. Moves up bases. Runs the bases really well.
2-1 from Turby is going to be bounced to the side of the plate and picked out by Espino. Makes the count 3-1.
Turby did pitch an inning against Martinsburg the last time. Give up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, and didn't strike out anyone, but he did walk a batter.
This time he gets the start, and here's a 3-1 pitch to his first batter he faces, and that's going to be in for strike 2 as Grove takes the bat off the shoulder. Doesn't quite go all the way around, but it comes over the plate. Brings the count full. And now he'll step back in for the payoff pitch. And here it is from Turby, and that's going to be high for ball 4.
Yeah, so he's not selfish. Grove will take a walk to get on anytime. That's one good thing about him. He's not. He's a great lead off. 6-pitch at bat there. Worked his way on base. You're guaranteed on ball 4 to get on base. Not always when you hit it, and so great job of him by working the pitcher there and getting on here. Is he maybe looking to move up early in Carson's at bat?
And that is the first pitch to Carson Buber, in for strike one.
Grove rolls his sleeves up and shows his guns out there. He's ready to go.
Shortstop tonight for Martinsburg. His usual spot when he's not on the mound. Grove takes his lead off of first base. Gets himself kind of a big lead as this one comes in high. Evens count at 1 apiece.
Looked like he possibly had wanted to go there. Didn't like the jump. He kind of hung up there. So if he did have the steal, he smartly just hung out there, but he didn't get the jump he liked. Not sure if he's got the green light here the first inning, getting a read on the pitcher.
And this 1-1 is inside for ball 2.
At the moment, until Turby can prove he can throw 3 strikes before 4 balls, there's no real reason to take too many risks.
Mm-hmm. Sort of an opposite approach to what Broadfording was doing against Lane DeLauder. A lot of first pitch swinging in that top of the first. Here's a 2-1. That's going to be taken across the plate. Another fastball, strike 2, evens up 2-2 count.
Runs a little bit. Fastball from Turby, has a little movement.
Turby will take a look over at Grove. Now comes set out of the stretch. And here's the 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. A throw down to first base by Espino. It's going to be not in time, trying to catch Isaac Grove sleeping over there at first.
Buber with his signature telling the umpire where the ball was. That was away. You see his hand come up and tell the umpire that ball was out.
So another full count for Turby. Here's the pitch. Buber's going to hit this one softly to to the pitcher's mound, and he's going to throw it to second, and the throw is just off target. Great for Martinez is to come off of the bag, so all the runners are safe.
Yeah, when the ball was hit, the shortstop broke in, so instead of having the 1-6-3 double play opportunity, the young man turned to throw, and the second baseman was just getting the cover. He threw it to the bag, but the second baseman had to run from his position to get it, so Buber is on with the mental error.
So I guess it ends up an error on the pitcher, Turby, even though he was kind of thrown off by his infielders. So it's Braden Oviedo stepping up to the plate. His first pitch is going to be taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Braden Oviedo has a chance to set the Martinsburg all-time school record for doubles in a season, with just one more. Now he faces an 0-1 count.
He's had an incredible year at the plate.
He's going to hit this one off foul. He really has. He's at the plate here in a 0-0 ball game, bottom of the first, with a runner on first and second, no outs. Broadfording, 2 batters in, hasn't kept Martinsburg off the bases. Now here's the 0-2. This comes from Turby. It's going to be outside, low, bounces in front of Espino. Keeps it in front of him, so the runners had to stay where they are.
Oviedo is one of the staples in this lineup who not only has been tremendous with the bat and putting getting on base and putting runs, RBIs on the stat line, but he's been a vacuum over there in the infield on the left side when he's up, and when he's got his opportunity to pitch, he's come through.
1-2 is way high, up above the head of Oviedo. So after a quick 0-2 start, gets ourselves back to 2-2. Turby will take a look back at Grove at second. Double checks, and now comes to the plate, and that one's behind Oviedo. That one clearly just come out of his hand.
Yeah, you could see it come out of his hand. He kind of reaching for it as he got away from him, and great job by the catcher to reach out behind Oviedo to make the play so the runners don't move up. But right now we're looking at 3-2, nobody out. Oviedo's got to be thinking fastball and sitting on that and reacting, and runners ready to move on contact. Anything on the ground?
There's another 3-2, and it's inside, ball 3. So first 3 batters for Martinsburg all see full counts, and they all reach base. 2 walks and an error load the bases with no outs for the right fielder, Christian Alter. Huge opportunity very early on for Martinsburg to break things open.
Yeah, unlike the first game they played where they didn't wake up or didn't put any runs on the board until the 4th inning. They were down 2-1 going into the bottom of the 4th. Today they have an opportunity to get on top early.
There's Lance Overcash that pitched well in a starting effort for Broadfording in that one. First pitch to Alter is going to be outside for a ball.
Matthew Heidel behind the plate. Mr. Alderman out in the field there. 2-man crew tonight. I told him don't forget that it's a 2-man crew. Don't get out of the position. There's not 4 guys out there.
It is playoff season, so you might get used to the 4-man crew as this one's fouled off. Brings count to 1-1.
Christian there needs, at a 1-0 count, you got to be looking for your pitch and, not trying to fight off a pitch there. A little better approach there that something that's preached here at Martinsburg to, hunt fastballs early, find your pitch, and then protect late.
There's a 1-1 with the bases loaded. And that one's going to be a wild pitch behind. Here comes Grove to the plate. He slides in safe at home. The tag from Turby just barely not in time.
It's close. The ball came off the wall. The catcher did a great job of getting back there, delivered a nice strike right back to the pitcher at the plate. And a great job by Grove to get under that tag, going in head first on the outer edge of the plate. So Martinsburg up 1-0. Man on second and third, nobody out. A couple RBI opportunities out there for Christian Alter.
So there's your first run up on the board. Christian Alter has a chance with 2 runners in scoring position to make that even better, as the 2-1 pitch is going to be outside for ball 3. 3-1 count. The base hit could just make this 3-0 before Broadfording ever records an out.
Young man he's around the plate. Then he'll just kind of cut one loose wild. So
there's a 3-1. Alter's going to hit this one on a line towards the Broadfording dugout. Luckily, just missed everybody in there. It looks like it went out into the stands on the first base side, making Coach Klein duck for cover.
Yeah, he sliced it over into that dugout, that's for sure.
But again, another full count after that 3-1 pitch. So all 4 batters for Martinsburg have been able to draw 6 pitches out of Turby. So he's already about to throw his 24th pitch before recording an out. And here comes that pitch. Alter's going to chop this one over to second base. Runner's going to come home. Throw's made over to first. So it's going to be an RBI ground out for Christian Alter.
Yeah, the entire at bat, he was just working on situational hitting, trying to push the ball to the right side. Everything he hit, he pushed that way. You've seen the foul ball. It hit off the wall there. The early in the at bat, the 1-0 pitch, found something outside that that I commented on about him, searching for fastballs there. But it's after watching the whole at bat, it appears that his job there was to just kind of get that ball, to the right side once the runners moved up. But early in the at bat, bases were loaded, and he needed to kind of sit on a fastball. But as it progressed, he was just looking to move the runners and get an easy RBI there.
Ben Reisenweber will step in and watch this fastball go outside for ball 1 on the first pitch of the at bat. So 2 runs already for Martinsburg without a hit. So it's 2 runs on 1 earned right now for Turby in this half inning. We've gotten 1 out. Oh. This one's high for ball 1.
Martinsburg playing for a lot of records and a lot of accolades, but they're also playing for Ben's mother, Erin, who's at Johns Hopkins and getting some treatments. Can't be here at the game, nor will she be at any of the regional games. So hearts and prayers go out to her.
1-0 will be on the corner for strike one to Reisenweber. So it's Braden Oviedo on third. Here with one out. 2-0 Martinsburg.
Ben looking to extend this lead to 3-0.
Here's the 1-1. That's going to catch the plate for strike two.
Turby has been around the plate there, like I said, but just occasionally he'll just lose one completely. So, I mean, I know he's done a lot of full counts, but he hasn't been, crazy wild. He does let one loose, but sometimes, he's got a lot of pitches that were just out of the strike zone, competitive pitches.
2-2. This is going to be a check swing, hit over, foul. The count will stay at 2-2 as Reisenweber steps back in.
Ben has cut all his lovely locks off. He's got the buzz cut in honor of his mother, I believe.
Another 2-2 from Turby, and it's going to be another foul ball as this one's chopped softly back towards the backstop. Owen Rupenthal leaves his position on deck to go and give that one back. So again, Martinsburg trying to drive in this run from third to make it 3-0 in the bottom of the first. Here against Broadfording. Fran Louise Turby giving up those 2 runs without a hit so far. And this 2-2 is going to bounce and through the legs of Espino, so Oviedo's going to easily come home, no play at the plate. And just like that, that's another run up on the board for Martinsburg. To make it 3 runs that come across without a single hit. 2 walks and an error.
Couple wild pitches. Hasn't helped anything.
So and that brings us to another full count.
Every at bat. Full count every bat.
And here's another 3-2, and this is going to be a hit. One bounce over to Turby on the mound, and Soho has to jump up for it, but comes back down onto the base before Reisenweber can get there for out number 2.
Soho showing some vertical there as young man probably should have just jogged it over and tossed it, but he just had to turn and throw it as and it sailed him a little bit. Rupenthal, we talk about one of the unsung heroes in this lineup. Putting up great numbers this year, don't get talked about much. Headed off to West Virginia Tech as he takes that one high.
Owen Rupenthal will look at the first pitch, makes it 1-0, and that one's high and outside.
He's going to join Chase Herndon and J.J. Pavanelli up there.
The 1-0 is a big cut by Rupenthal. He misses. Strike one. So Isaac Grove started off this inning with a walk. Then it was an error by the pitcher in the field, and another walk loaded the bases. As the 1-1 comes in, and that'll be a high for ball 2. And from there, we had a wild pitch that led to a run being scored. Ground out for an RBI for Christian Alter. Another wild pitch that allowed the third run to score. And then the ground out by Reisenweber that sets up this 2-out at bat for Rupenthal. And there's strike 2. 2-2 count.
We're going to see another 3-2 count.
And we're only 1 ball away from it. Be a rough 36 pitch, or I think more like 37-38 with a couple foul balls. Inning, and there it is, ball 3.
Full count.
So again, every at bat in this bottom of the first has run to a 3-2 count. And here's the next one from Turby, inside, ball 4.
Again, he doesn't miss by much. He's got a great catcher back there receiving who does a great job of folding his pitches, and And strike zone's certainly not wide. It's a consistent strike zone that's, it's not given a lot of, pitches that are balls or giving anything off the plate or up or down that, so you have to throw it in the strike zone, but he just misses a few times.
He's got a lot of power out there on the mound. A big guy. His first pitch to Braden Edwards is strike one.
The ball pretty well. He hasn't shown many pitches other than the fastball. I guess you have to master that before you can move on. But maybe if you had a get-me-over slider or something like that, they could reset. But fastball moves a little, but we really haven't seen anything in the curveball or change-up.
And the 0-1 is going to be fouled right back on the line to the backstop. So quick 0-2. So Edwards is going to have to do some work if he wants this count to get to 3-2 like the other ones have. Have to show a good eye. But if he gets a good pitch, he can put one over the wall. He certainly has a couple times this year. We saw that grand slam that he hit against Musselman.
Shortened up on the bat a little bit here. He's choked up a bit.
0-2, and he's going to rip this one to right field, but it's going to be foul and out of play. So Rupenthal will have to make his way back to first. Edwards will step in for another 0-2. So we sit here again, 3-0 in the bottom of the first for Martinsburg against the Lions of Broadfording. Turby's next 0-2 is going to run in and hit Edwards on the leg, about the shin.
Yeah, that didn't feel good, I'm sure. That was there's not a lot of meat down there
That's why a lot of guys wear shin guards.
Yeah, that probably
Edwards is not one of those guys, though, so he's gotta just eat that one, shake it off.
Yeah, that didn't feel good. Logan Wilt's going to run.
We'll give Edwards an opportunity to get off the field and shake that one off and not have to run around the bases. It's the fourth walk of the inning for Turby. His first one he's actually ran in and hit someone with.
And the catcher has shin guards. He takes them off to hit.
Yeah. Should have left it on. First pitch to Jameer Brown is across the plate on the inside part for strike one.
Jameer Brown's just a hit or two, or just ready to kind of break open here all year long. He's kind of, he's been hot and cold, and he's gotten more consistent here as the year moved on, seeing more pitching. And
Jameer Brown's going to hit this one softly on a line to second base. Easy play for Grafer Martinez to be able to make on that soft contact. That'll retire the side and strain runners on first and second, but Martinsburg gets 3 runs up on the board, draws 4 walks along the way. So when Lane DeLauder comes back to the mound at the top of the second, he'll have a 3-run lead to work with. And it looks like, yes, he is coming to the out for a second inning. Aaron Byler said it might be 2 innings for him, 2 innings for Alter, and then go further into the bullpen from there. Let's take a 60-second break, and we'll be back for the top of the second. This is West Virginia High School baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Spring into adventure this month at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. We have a great selection of new Chevys on our lot, including over 30 new Trailblazers. And right now, you can get a new 2024 Trailblazer with $500 customer cash. Or get a new 2024 Silverado 1500 with up to $11,500 off MSRP. Plus no payments for 90 days on select new 2024 Chevy models. Together, let's drive at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Error on catcher. Wild pitch is an earned run, and anything that comes across after an error that would have ended the inning.
There we go. All right, back for the top of the second. You're on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. A nice place to do business. Just having a chat up here in the press box about what constitutes a earned run versus an unearned run, as 3 runs came across on wild pitches, and runners got on base with balls and with walks and errors for Martinsburg against Broadfording. Lane DeLauder's second inning of work is going to start off with a first pitch single on the ground between third and short by Fernando Espino.
Espino had a couple hits the last game that they played, one of their better average hitters. This team is not, again, there's some post-grad on this team. Some young men from around the world, not even just the country, but around the world. You have the Dominican here. You have South Korea here, on this team.
Pickoff attempt by DeLauder, and he got him.
He knocked that in on him,
wow.
Didn't he just turned and wasn't paying attention, got him leaning, wasn't even really leaning, just kind of threw a hard strike right there on the numbers, and he didn't get back, so they erased that single pretty quick.
So the very first pitch is going to be another first pitch single. This time it's Grafer Martinez, the second baseman. He'll reach base with a single of his own. So first pitch swinging against Lane DeLauder. We actually see a lot of that. That seems to be kind of the scouting report with Lane, is he'll throw you a fastball across the plate that you can hit with that first or second pitch of the at-bat.
The last time they played, the 3 of the 5 hits that Broadfording got was 2 from Espino, 1 from Martinez. So those guys hitting in that part of the lineup, getting on base against Martinsburg here in the last, not just today, but the last game as well. So a lot of good hitters up and down this lineup.
As Junior Valdez steps in, and DeLauder tries to get another pickoff over at first, and this one's not successful.
He's really worked on his game his pickoffs, quicker to the plate, shorter leg kick when the guys are on.
And this is going to be on a line to Oviedo, makes a play, and then doubles up Martinez at first. What a play by Oviedo.
Yeah, it was a quick exchange. Like he didn't even really catch it. He just exchanged it from glove to hand, and it never stayed in that glove more than a tenth of a 20th of a second.
So even though it ended up having 2 hits for Broadfording in that half inning, that inning goes about as quick as you can go. Only 3 batters in the end. 2 singles, 1 is picked off, and 1 is doubled up after the line drive to Oviedo. And just like that, we go to the bottom of the second after this 60-second break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Back for the bottom of the second, here from P.O. Faulkner Park. Bottom of the second is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. I think we figured out up here in the press box that was a 4-pitch inning for Lane DeLauder.
Yep, 2 singles, 4 pitches, nobody left on base. Pretty wild inning. Single, young man got picked off, single, next batter lines into a double play.
2 hits allowed, but 4 pitches thrown in a half inning. That's very rare to see something like that. Number 9 hitter, Keegan Everhart, is going to lead things off for Martinsburg here in the bottom of the second against Fran Louise Turby. Takes the first pitch high for ball one.
We get to hang out in the press box today with the legendary Johnny G. Here's filling in for Chuck. He usually does the JV games for Zeke Grosinger, but today he's on the varsity call.
This 1-0 comes in across the plate for a strike. Kind of an impromptu game thrown together here, so a bit of a light crowd, but it's just it's a nice, quiet, eerily quiet, I guess you could call it, a day at P.O. Faulkner Park, but that's always a nice vibe for a baseball game, as this one's hit the other way towards first base, off the glove of Soho. It's going to be a close play, just barely out at first is Keegan Everhart as Soho steps on the bag.
His ball, he went with that outside pitch, hit a two-hopper up into the first baseman's midsection there. He knocked it down, did a great job of that, but it kicked away from first base towards second, which forced him to collect it quickly, and then the speedy Everhart, always giving a hard 90 up the line, just beat him there.
So first time through the lineup, no hits for Martinsburg, but 3 runs up on the board. Isaac Grove steps in, takes ball one for his first look at Turby for the second time.
3 hits for Broadfording.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite, complete opposite so far. As Grove's going to hit this one in the right field. Chase Gravel's going for it. Foul territory, can't quite get there.
Wind pushed it. Looked like it was going to be kind of routine when it went up. Wind pushed it over into the bullpen area, and it just kept on blowing it over there.
There's some activity over there in the Broadfording bullpen.
I think the orange flag's hung up, not moving. The other night, the orange flag was moving, the rest weren't.
Looks like Lance Overcash is getting ready over in the bullpen. We saw him start the first game against Martinsburg, and that was the game where Martinsburg only had 1 run going into the fifth inning or fourth inning.
Yeah, he did a great job. Got a couple different pitches. Has a nice curveball. You see him working on it down there now.
The 1-1. Turby's pitch is taken high for ball 2, so good eye from Grove there, just above the chest. So now 2-1 count. Turby will step back onto the rubber, and he'll wind up and fire. This one's low this time. Count runs to 3-1.
As we hear the sighs from the Broadfording stand over there, they're getting excited.
3-1 pitch, swung through and missed by Grove. So
3-2, believe it or not.
What else? The full count.
Everhart broke the streak, didn't he, of 3-2 pitches?
Right. So now another payoff pitch, and it's fouled over by Grove. Kind of ran up and bounced off of himself, off the catcher as well.
I think he got the umpire.
It may have. Kind of looked like it hit off of just about everybody there at the plate.
Yeah, it bounced around there.
So a quick word from Coach Byler as he walks over to Grove as umpires kind of shakes things off.
Umpire Matt Heidel shaking things off there.
Turby will wind up for another 3-2. And that one's going to be fouled over towards us. That would have gone over the press box if not for the net on a line. So make it another 3-2. Again, Grove making Turby work. And his pitch count is already running very high for the second inning.
One in the third inning, he's up above 40, isn't he?
Right, and this is going to be ball 4 outside. So in 2 at-bats, it's 2 walks for Isaac Grove.
Very patient. Fighting off, fouling off pitches and looking for his pitch. Carson Buber came to the plate last time, was recipient of an error that the pitcher turned and no one was at second. Delivered the throw. The second baseman had to retreat to catch it. Reached.
Buber will foul off the first pitch the other way.
getting into the part of the lineup now where they need to seek some fastballs and square a few things up here, as opposed to up 3-0, maybe turn it up a notch.
Turby goes over the shoulder, gives a look to Grove at first. Now comes to the plate. The ball bounces in front of the plate. Espino blocks it well. Keeps Grove honest over at first.
A couple pitches got through him the last time. They were wild pitches, not much he could do, but he has certainly shown his ability to hit and play the field there. So,
sure
what his aspirations are moving forward. But he's got skill set to really play at the next level.
Pickoff attempt by Turby over to first.
Turby to Espino to Soho.
Grove getting himself a pretty big lead over at first. He's going to come to the plate, does Turby. It's another foul ball back behind home plate. 1-2 count. The Grove will once again get his lead off of first. Turby with a slow turn over to give him a look. Now back, comes to the plate. Buber, this one's just going to be barely fouled down the third base line. Over towards Junior Valdez. Almost had himself a base hit down the line potentially, although Valdez was playing rather close to the line. May have been able to make a play on it.
Buber's went right, then he went left. We'll see where he goes this time.
Well, if he can put it all together, maybe cut the difference, split the difference, and hit it right back up the middle. Another 1-2. It's going to be a breaking ball that doesn't break low enough to stay in the zone.
One of the first times we've seen it. Kind of hung
right.
up there.
A lot of fastballs so far from Turby. Now we'll see what he does on the 2-2. It's another fastball, and there you go. Right back up the middle. Just past the head of Turby.
Chuck and duck. He went right back up the middle. Right, left, middle. Or right, left, center. That's the game, isn't it?
Right. And that's the first hit of the ball game for Martinsburg.
That was squared up pretty good. Pitched it on the outer half. Didn't try to pull it. Stayed with it. Went right back over the top of Turby's head and split the second baseman. Or the second base bag into center field.
That'll bring up Braden Oviedo. Same situation he had last time around, except there's one out instead of none. He'll take this breaking ball in the corner for strike one. Runners on first and second. It's now a 3-0 ball game. Bottom of the second. Turby's pitch, another one that slips out of his hand and goes behind Oviedo. That was Oviedo's first at-bat that Turby had one of those pitches happen.
Vaseline ball. Slipped right out of there, didn't it?
That brings the count to 1-1. We'll take a look back at second. The pitch is inside.
Again, that catcher does a great job receiving. Really good job of receiving, making pitches look, better than they are. Not that they're not competitive pitches already.
Count to 2-1 now. Here's a pitch from Turby. That one's going to be way outside and past Espino. So another wild pitch from him. And again, the runners get to advance the second and third.
And the other part is, I've always said this to pitchers, and when you don't get in a groove with the umpire, where you're not pounding the strike zone, you throw one in and one out, and then throw a competitive pitch just off the plate. It's really hard. For the umpire, but if you're pounding the zone, and a lot of times you'll get them in that rhythm of calling strikes, but he just says that one's going to hit the strike zone there.
It is
for a 3-2 count, believe it or not. But the umpire, he's not in any kind of groove or in sync with the pitcher, so it's ball, strike, ball to the backstop. It makes it harder for the umpire to get into a groove with the pitcher, and just kind of calling it as he sees it, like he should. And
the 3-2 is outside for ball 4. Another walk. 6 walks for Fran Turby.
But you got a better chance of getting a borderline pitch if you're around the zone all the time than you are if you're going to throw one behind the guy, then one just off the plate. I mean, it's just tough to give that pitch, and consistency is get umpires in sync with an umpire, find the zone, hit spots.
So deja vu, bases loaded for Christian Alter. First pitch is just going to be outside for ball 1. Can't quite catch the corner. He'll step back in. 1-0 count. This one's going to be hit in between first and second base into right field. One run's going to score, Grove, and coming around from second base is Carson Buber. So make it 3 RBIs and 2 at-bats for Christian Alter, the only member of the Bulldogs with an RBI. He's got all 3 of them that they have up on the board with their 5 runs.
And he's got one of the most important RBIs of the year in that walk-off sectional RBI single. So, the guys in front of him set him up, and he takes care of business, gets those RBIs.
So Buber and Grove both score for the second time today. Braden Oviedo stays at second. And the first pitch from Ben Reisenweber, or to Ben Reisenweber, is going to be hit to right field, caught by Gravel, and double clutching his way to making the throw back in as Oviedo thought about going to third.
Yeah, he held up there. I'm not 100% sure. He got out there, took off, and was trying to force a throw. I think he was just going to try to draw a throw, and he took off, and the young man double clutched, and Oviedo looked back like, where's the ball? And at that point, just stay put. So Reisenweber flies out to right. Everyone stays put.
So Owen Rupenthal will step in and be pushed back by the first pitch inside. Rupenthal drew a walk in the first inning. Now he comes up here in the second.
Probably see Rupenthal throw some tonight, I would imagine.
That was what Coach Byler mentioned in the pregame interview, as this one's also inside for ball 2. He said we'd probably see 2 innings of Lane DeLauder, 2 innings of Christian Alter, an inning of Rupenthal, an inning of Oviedo, and then we'll see who he would throw out there for the 7th, if any of those guys get a second inning or if someone else is thrown out there.
He might have to condense it down to 5 innings.
He might have to, with the way that this offensive pace is rolling, as the 2-0 pitch is swung through by Rupenthal for strike 1.
Johnny Holstaff day. Just run him out there. Give everybody some work.
2-1 from Turby. Another swing and a miss by Rupenthal. Got Braden Edwards on deck, who was hit by a pitch first time. He's got his shin guards on, ready to go back out in the field if need be. Here with 2 outs and a 2-2 count. And this next pitch is fouled right back, right at us at the press box. Keeps the count at 2-2 in this now 5-0 ball game. 2 runs in the bottom of the second for Martinsburg so far. Runners on first and second. Braden Oviedo at second, Christian Alter at first. Now Turby resets on the mound. From the stretch, here comes the 2-2. And it's going to be another one fouled back by Rupenthal. So another inning of Turby having to throw a lot of pitches to get through. So
Martinsburg's been patient at the plate. They've let Turby put them on base. They've taken the free base game and dominated it. They've had good eye at the plate.
See if Turby comes back out for the third once he potentially gets this third out. This hit from Rupenthal just barely sneaks its way out into center field up the middle past the diving glove of Chase Casera. Scoring from second base is going to be Braden Oviedo to make it 6-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, ball got through. C&I single. Break past the diving shortstop back into center field. And see here the Martinsburg Bulldogs haven't tried to do anything too much other than just try to stay between the lines. Let's keep the ball back up the box. Try to stay in the alleys and not pull a lot. And so between the walks, some wild pitches, a couple of singles here and there. Martinsburg has amassed a 6-0 lead here at the bottom of the second.
That'll bring up Braden Edwards. Takes first pitch for a ball.
It's hard to believe that we are sitting here March 15th, just 16 days away from the state championship. The high school baseball will be over. Feels like just yesterday that we were finishing up the fence and the JV team was taking the field for the very first game.
Strike one. Evens the count to Braden Edwards.
Legion season for the juniors will start on the 25th, so they're 9 days away.
Turby takes a look at second, now comes to the plate. This is going to get past Espino inside. Another wild pitch is going to allow the runners to move up 90 feet.
This is what we didn't see the first game with the young man who started that game.
Lance
Overcash, yeah, and he didn't get a lot of free bases. Martinsburg struggled to get guys on and get them over and get them in here.
Yeah,
Turby has given a tremendous, has given away a lot of runs.
We saw him warming up in the bullpen earlier this inning. We'll see if he comes out sometime soon for Broadfording. This next pitch is inside, ball 3, 3-1 count. Runners on second and third. Casera goes back to his position, and Edwards hits this one deep into right field. Going back for his Gravel, and it's going to be over his head, and one hops to the wall. Both runners are going to score, and Braden Edwards is going to have himself a stand-up 2 RBI double. Puts the Bulldogs up 8-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, he got a pitch he could handle, and he took it in. Looks like we're going to see the pitching change now as ball got over the right fielder's head and got over the right fielder's head. He played one hop off the wall, a clean double for Edwards. As we'll see a pitching change and Logan Wilt come in to run. Martinsburg has taken over here, as I believe that was Turby's 82nd pitch, and it's only an inning and 2/3. So,
yep.
Long innings for him, long innings for his catcher. See Overcash here. If he can do what he did in the first outing, maybe he can hold Martinsburg enough that they can try for a comeback. But looks like Martinsburg has got the train running pretty well here at the moment.
So we'll go ahead and we'll take a 30-second break for the pitching change, and we'll come back with our new pitcher. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Pitching changes brought to you by Smallwood & Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. Back here from P.O. Faulkner Park on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop and Trip Tobin on the call. John Alderton, our on-site producer. Nick Verzolini behind the camera on TV 10. And Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Lance Overcash, who started the first matchup between these two ball clubs, will come in now for Broadfording after Fran Louise Turby goes an inning and 2/3, gives up 8 runs on just 4 hits. All those coming in this inning. Gave up 6 walks, though. And a lot of wild pitches that allowed those 8 runs to score.
Yeah, Lance Overcash, in the 3 innings of work, he got beat up pretty good in that 4th inning. But leading up to that, he had a 2-1 lead, and Martinsburg only scored 1 run off of him at that point. And he ended up giving up 6 runs. That 4th inning, that fateful 4th inning, Martinsburg singled him to death pretty bad and pretty good, and I think they had 7 singles in that inning, but 5 of them off of him and a walk and an error, and Broadfording fell apart there. But up to that point, he had held Martinsburg to just 1 run and I think 2 hits. So 3 innings, inning 1, 2, and 3 were really, really good for this young man. The 4th inning just just fell apart on him.
Jameer Brown's going to hit this one over to right field. Chase Gravel going over, and that's going to land just barely foul. Right about on the line. About as close as you can get.
Yeah, I thought it had a chance. And everything we've seen that went up in the air over there is starting to tail away from that young man. Of course, right-handed hitters have a little tail on that ball that they hit to the right side, but I think it could be a little wind-aided, but it seems to tail and landing over there near that bullpen area.
So it's an 0-2 count. Broadfording will hope that this inning ends the same way that the first one did, with the Jameer Brown when he at bat where he lined out as this 0-2 was taken outside for ball 1. So Brown was the 3rd out of the first inning. We'll see if he's the 3rd out of the second inning.
Announcer's curse.
And that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, the strikeout from Lance Overcash gets Broadfording out of the inning, but it's 5 runs up on the board before that happens. It puts the Bulldogs up 8-0 as we go to the 3rd. We'll take a 60-second break and come back with the top of the 3rd. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
We go to the top of the 3rd, brought to you by the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing, here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Martinsburg's opened up a huge lead here at their home field, P.O. Faulkner Park, against Broadfording Christian Academy. 8-0, and that the day is over for the starting pitcher for Martinsburg, Lane DeLauder, after just 2 innings, giving up 3 hits, but that's it. No runs, no walks, no strikeouts, which is a little unusual for Lane, you could even say. A lot of first pitch swinging from Broadfording, a lot of first pitch contact. But now it'll be Christian Alter that comes onto the mound.
Yeah, it's sort of it's an outing. Get your feeling. He didn't throw the ball extremely hard. The radar gun 80-81, just placing things up, pitching to contact, working on a few things. So, the biggest thing is to get him in here, get a little live work, like work on a few pitches, get him out healthy and feeling good, and making sure he can place his pitches. So.
The first pitch swinging again. Jose Soho is going to line out to center field to Isaac Grove.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Broadfording has put the bat on the ball, done a great job with that. When it comes to hitting the ball on the nose. They've hit it on the nose a few times, probably, other than the double of Edwards. Martinsburg has in the line there from Oviedo. The other singles are kind of ground balls through the infield.
Right fielder Chase Gravel.
Chase Gravel is going to take the first pitch from Alter outside for a ball. Looks like Keegan Everhart has moved to right field. Logan Wilt has moved to left, has come in left field. This pitch from Gravel is hit on the ground to Buber. Second pitch swing and contact. Going to be a ground out as Buber makes the play over to Jameer Brown.
Yeah, Buber come up like do or die, but Gravel doesn't get down the line that well, and so he kind of took his time at that point, made a nice strong throw across as he come up. Did a great job throwing off of the right foot there as he come up, gloved it, gathered himself, made a strong throw.
So Broadfording went down in 4 pitches in the second inning, and they've gotten their first 2 outs in 3 pitches. And we won't see it end in 4 pitches this time, as Chase Casera will take the 4th pitch of the inning for a strike.
Not your typical catch-up mode, we'd call it, when you're down 8-0. Try to get the pitcher to throw some pitches, hopefully maybe give some free bases, try to chip away. They just coming in, hacking at it there and trying to hit their way on base.
After taking ball 1, this is going to be chopped to the middle of the field, and Carson Buber is going to have this one eat him up, hit off the chest, and it's going to be a 2-out base runner for Broadfording.
It came all the way, he came all the way across and actually fielded it, or attempted to field it on the other side of the base, and was expecting, believe it or not, expecting a little less of a hop there, and it must have, out there where they slide at, some of the pellets come out, and it's a little harder right there, actually, and I think it jumped up there.
Yeah, so it could have been a 5-pitch inning.
It
might be a 6 if Braden Edwards makes this play, and he just barely isn't able to. It was still in play, but it looked like he just couldn't quite find it in time to get under it.
He threw the mask off and circled around the umpire on the third base side. It was actually on the first base side, so he kind of, if you could track him, it looked more like a C as he come out towards third and circled around, had to make the catch over underneath the camera. And as I stood up, it looked like he kind of tried to basket catch it there, and I think it got off the. Couldn't tell if it got off the wall or not, as we see a long, hard shot down the left field line.
So the second pitch to Jordani David will be a foul ball over towards left field, towards Coach Klein in the third base box.
Very dangerous hitter here. This young man can swing the bat speed, foot speed. He's strong.
Hit a first pitch double. His first at bat, hit and run attempt is going to be fouled off.
2 outs, 2 strikes, power hitter up. You kind of let him swing the bat.
So David will step back in for another 0-2 as Chase Casero takes a short lead off of first. And the pitch from Alter will be hit up against the turf and the glove of Edwards. Kind of traps it there so it doesn't squeeze past him. 1-2 count.
2 outs. Runner going.
And David is going to hit this one deep to left field, and Wilt is going to just watch it go over the wall, but it's foul.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I probably don't steal there, because why would you take the bat out of his hand? Maybe sometimes the thought is 2 outs or 2 strikes. You go ahead and steal. If he gets caught, he leads off the inning. But this guy, he needs to have base runners on so that he can, if he does that, then he'll
try to get you back in the ball game.
Get you back in the ball game with 2 runs. Moving up to second down 8-0 is not really going to help you. So, generally with your power hitters up, unless you got a crazy jump or something, you just let him try to hit something in the gap, maybe even over the wall, get his RBI, maybe 2.
Another 1-2 from Alter. This is going to be a soft ground ball over to third base. Oviedo will make the play and the throw, and it's in time to Jameer Brown.
That young man can hit, though, that's for sure.
He sure can. But he doesn't get on base this time around. He records the third out and just like that, it's only a one-hit inning for Broadfording. Leave a runner on first. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still 8-0 Martinsburg here from P.O. Faulkner Park. After this 60-second break, Martinsburg will be back up again trying to extend the lead. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Back here for the bottom of the third, brought to you by the team at Century 21, Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state, they have you covered. Martinsburg sends down Broadfording without any runs up on the board. And leading things off for Martinsburg in this inning again is Keegan Everhart, just like he did in the bottom of the second.
Martinsburg dodged a bullet there with how do you pronounce that young man's name? Jakari? David?
Giordani.
Giordani, sorry about that. Giordani dodged a bullet there.
Like Jordan with an I at the with a Y at the end.
I mean, you can tell, that he can, any pitch around the plate, he can get after it.
And Keegan Everhart will hit a grounder foul over towards third base.
He's a player that anybody would want in their 2-3 spot when they're lineup and batting 3 or 4 times a game, because he's going to get his, that's for sure.
So Martinsburg got all 9 batters up to the plate in the second inning. They had 8 come up in first. So as we reach the bottom of the third, leading things off, it's the number 9 hitter's second at bat. And this time it's against Lance Overcash. This pitch is going to be another foul ball from Everhart. Keegan was, we'll say thrown out. He was hit the ball over to first base. It was a put out by the first baseman, Soho. His first at bat to lead off the bottom of the second.
Overcash is he's a very competitive pitcher out there. You have to like what you see.
As we've mentioned, he had himself a good outing against Martinsburg. First time they came here to P.O. Another 0-2 pitch to Everhart. It's going to run inside and nail Everhart, maybe on the upper thigh. He seems fine. He's walking it off, but he'll reach base. So another leadoff base runner for Martinsburg. It's another walk as well.
Another free base for Martinsburg. Overcash let that one get away from him. As a batter, when you get down the count a little bit, you'll take anything at all. You're up there trying to protect.
Overcash again, and this one nicks Isaac Grove.
His curveball.
And I think Overcash is taking a little issue with Grove. You could say maybe he leaned into it a little bit. I think that's probably fair to say.
Yeah,
he didn't try to get out of the way.
It was a curveball. He just kind of turned with it, and maybe he leaned down a bit, but it got him on the sleeve. And good job by, certainly a good job there by. There's a pop up.
First pitch to Boober is going to be possibly trouble. Yes, it is. It falls in between the first and second baseman and right fielders.
Why is he coming back?
Yeah, what is the call here?
Boober, get on first.
The batters, I don't know what happened there exactly, but Carson Boober's going back to the dugout, and Isaac Grove ran halfway between first and second base. Should have been a single for Boober.
Oh, he called infield
fly rule. Okay.
He called infield fly there as it got out there in the out there between the first baseman and second baseman. They called infield fly, and at that point, the runners can move up if they'd like at any time. The ball was dropped, so Grove went back for some reason, and Keegan stayed on to third. So as Boober just kind of trotted up the line, he was out on the infield fly.
Pickoff attempt to first with Grove.
Kind of confusing because it really wasn't your typical infield fly where it's in front of the infielders. It was out there.
That was in shallow right field.
Yeah, so it confused them. So I don't know if it was an infield fly, or I mean, it was on the cusp of could. If he doesn't call it, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I would say that's a surprising call. But it brings up Rayton Oviedo. Here's the next pitch. Is going to be outside. First pitch to Oviedo. Ball one. The runners are on the corners now. Keegan Everhart made his way to third. Isaac Grove still on first. Another pickoff attempt by Overcash. Not in time.
Overcash's A move there as he come across the diamond pretty hard. Trying to keep that first and third. Run can catch Grove there, stealing second on the first and third with nobody out.
Another pickoff attempt. Not in time. Almost looked like Overcash might have made a good play, pickoff throw over there. Soho didn't really make the tag on Grove. It was up a little bit.
Yeah, when it's up like that, it's a little tough on them. They don't.
The 1-0 comes in for a ball.
But it made it look a little tighter than it was because Grove didn't dive back. So
yeah.
He could have, like you say, put a tag there and made it closer.
The 2-0 from Overcash is going to break outside and come in for ball three.
I think it's air apparent that Grove, is not going to re-injure that leg in this game by stealing. So that's not going to be, unless he gets a great jump and doesn't have to, can get to second without going 100%.
And the 3-0 pitch runs inside. Ball four-pitch walk by Overcash. It's his third walk. First one that's come on 4 balls rather than a hit by pitch.
See how many more RBIs Alter can get today.
Right. He's gotten himself 3. 3 of the 6 RBIs for Martinsburg overall with their 8 runs. So it's an 8-0 lead for them. No outs in the bottom of the third. Alter will take the first pitch. Kind of checks his swing, and I think it may have just hit off the very end of the bat. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, you could hear it. It tipped it for sure. Crowd noise ain't quite as like it used to be here the last couple of weeks. Everybody's pretty settled in.
Right, everybody's a little more subdued today.
Yeah.
It's a nice Thursday afternoon tune-up game as the regionals are on Monday. Next pitch is inside for ball one. Martinsburg coming off of the sectional victory against Hedgesville on Friday.
Maybe they spiked the water bottles here at the concession stand. Everybody calmed down a little bit.
A 1-1. Bases loaded. It's going to be outside for ball two. So I believe Christian Alter has come to the plate with the bases loaded in all 3 at-bats. He got himself an RBI ground out and then a 2 RBI single in his first 2 at-bats in the first 2 innings. 2-1 is going to come across the plate. Strike 2 evens up the count. I think he wanted that one. Realized it after it came across.
Yeah, Overcash is a very competitive. I mean, he's a great pitcher. I mean, he's around the zone, got a couple different pitches. He pounds the outside. He's, he's going to be he's a tough guy to put a bunch of runs up on, as Martinsburg found out the first time through, as he went 3 innings before forced succumbing to Martinsburg's offense attack.
2-2 is going to slip away from Overcash over the head of Christian Alter. This is our current pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Alter making his first at-bat since coming onto the mound. Here's the payoff. And Alter's going to line this one the other way, but foul over towards the bullpen of Broadfording.
Joke a little bit about the subdued crowd and, the last week, but it was a great sectional tournament on both sides. I mean,
absolutely.
Just great baseball. I know that it's a shame that we talk about other things other than baseball last week, but last week was just great baseball.
Another 3-2 and another pitch fouled off as the breaking ball, I think, kind of had Alter on his back foot. But you're right, Tripp. We did have some really great games last week. Pretty much a lot of one-run games between Martinsburg and Hedgesville and Musselman and Hedgesville.
Yeah, they were just phenomenal games to watch.
Another 3-2. Swing and a miss, but it's a drop third strike. So Run's going to be able to
Alter's out.
Score, but Alter is going to...
He's out.
Yep, be out. So he'll give a fist bump over to Coach Bartley over there at first base.
And first base was occupied, with less than 2 outs, so he's out on the drop third strike as a big curveball got him. And Reisenweber comes to the plate with his opportunity to get an RBI, but Martinsburg does add to the lead there, 9-0.
So I assume he doesn't get an RBI for that one.
Number 8, Ben Reisenweber.
It'll be his first at-bat without one. Ben Reisenweber takes the first pitch outside, and Espino kind of lost the ball for a second. I think it came into his glove and then popped right out and landed it between his feet. Reisenweber, 0 for 2 so far. Grounded out to the pitcher and flew out to right field in his first 2 at-bats. I believe one of only 2 0 for 2 batters, the first times through the lineup for Martinsburg. And he's going to line this one to shortstop, and it's going to get right past the glove on a weird hop. Past the glove of Casero. 2 runs will score. Isaac Grove and Braden Oviedo. Martinsburg's going to extend their lead to 11-0.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard. Ate that shortstop up. Great. Good piece of hitting there by Reisenweber. Hit it right at the shortstop, and it just got up on him, and into the gap out there. I mean, there was a, he don't cleanly glove that or don't get a glove on it. It might knock a hole through him. He got into that one pretty well.
Let's make that 3 runs allowed by Overcash so far as the first pitch to Rubenthal is taken outside. So if Martinsburg can handle business, get 6 more outs without giving up a run, then that'll be all they have to do.
I think you're back to the sectional talk last week. Martinsburg being one of the has basically run the table here as number 1 team in the state all year, and then you've got 2 other teams in the EPAC that are fighting them tooth and nail. It just kind of shows you the talent level up here in the Panhandle, and now with Jefferson coming to Martinsburg 2 out of 3 games next week possibly, I think you're going to really see the talent level and the coaching up here, how good it is.
2-1 count now to Rubenthal, taking a couple balls. He's going to foul back the 2-1. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Are you ready to flip into fun? Introducing Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where parties, classes, and camps come alive with glow lights and non-stop action. Our professional party planner will work with you to design a dream party for your child. Book your party today and get ready for a high-energy celebration that will leave your guests beaming. And don't forget our classes and camps, where our expert coaches will help your child tumble, flip, and soar to new heights. Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where every day is a chance to shine.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Are you ready to flip into fun? Introducing Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where parties, classes, and camps come alive with glow lights and non-stop action. Our professional party planner will work with you to design a dream party for your child. Book your party today and get ready for a high-energy celebration that will leave your guests beaming. And don't forget our classes and camps, where our expert coaches will help your child tumble, flip, and soar to new heights. Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where every day is a chance to shine.
Spring into adventure this month at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. We have a great selection of new Chevys on our lot, including over 30 new Trailblazers. And right now, you can get a new 2024 Trailblazer with $500 customer cash. Or get a new 2024 Silverado 1500 with up to $11,500 off MSRP. Plus no payments for 90 days on select new 2024 Chevy models. Together, let's drive at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Did you know that anybody can have lunch at Berkeley Senior Center? Hello, this is Amy Orndorff, Executive Director at Berkeley Senior Services. We serve a healthy, nutritious, and delicious lunch 5 days a week at 217 North High Street in Martinsburg. For seniors age 60 and up, the charge is by donation only, and for those under 60, it's just $7.25. And while you're here for lunch, take a look at all of our great programs and activities. Find out more, including our daily menu, at berkeleyseniorservices.org or by calling 263-8873. We look forward to serving you.
Summer starts here at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. We've got a great selection of your favorite Toyota models on our lot with over 80 new vehicles in stock. Right now, get up to $3,000 off MSRP on a new 2024 Camry. Or check out a new 2024 Tundra and get up to $4,500 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at cmastoyotaofmartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here.
The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's twin girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
The WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is pleased to announce that thoracic surgery with Dr. Shalini Reddy is now available in Martinsburg at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center. Dr. Reddy has practiced thoracic surgery in the region for over 8 years and offers robotic laparoscopic surgeries for the lungs, esophagus, and more. For more information about thoracic surgery in Martinsburg, check us out online at mywvuheart.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Roundhouse Authority invites you to the Founders Day Martinsburg Heritage Fair and Festival, May 17th through May 19th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg. With the farmers market and more than 60 vendors, live music, food trucks, arts and crafts, and historical displays, including Civil War medicine and militaria, and tours of the Baltimore and Ohio Roundhouse and shops. There are more special events, including a tribute to Patsy Cline at the Apollo. Go to heritagefestwv.com for a full schedule of events.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com. Tune into the Sports Mix to hear from former and current local standout athletes.
It's been crazy, man. All the love, all the support, everyone reaching out to me. You know, this is what I dreamed of when I was younger and stuff, and to have an opportunity to show them and do what I can do, it meant the world to me.
Co-hosts Colin McLaughlin, Nick Verzolini, and Dylan Bishop break it down weekdays from noon to 1 and re-aired from 5 to 6, right here on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10, and the TV 10 Facebook page.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We reset here in the bottom of the fourth. When we left off, it was 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Owen Rupenthal grounded out to end that half inning. As now Jackson Steen is up as a pinch hitter for Isaac Grove at the top of the order. He's going to ground this one, picked up by the pitcher, Overcash, made for the second out of the bottom of the fourth. Let's reset you and catch you up. Broadfording in the top of the fourth came up, had themselves a leadoff walk, and then grounded into a 1-6-3 double play. That was Sojun Kim and June Kim. And then Fernando Espino grounded out to Carson Buber. Nice defensive play made by Buber to end that inning. Now we're here in the bottom of the fourth. Braden Edwards had himself a single. Then it was a 3-base error out in the outfield as the left and center fielders both thought that the other was going to catch the ball and allowed the courtesy runner, R.J. Brown, to score. It allowed Jameer Brown to get to third, and then an RBI ground out by Keegan Everhart scored the 13th run of the game for Martinsburg to make it a 13-0 game. And then we just had that ground out by Jackson Steen. Now Carson Buber has an 0-2 count with 2 outs, and he's going to line this one to left field in front of June Kim in left, so it's a single with 2 outs for Carson Buber.
Buber jumped on that pitch, so I think he's on a 2 or 3 hit day. Actually, 2 hits. We need Oviedo to get a double here and break this record.
And Braden Oviedo is 1 double away from the school record for doubles in a season.
You need to get a single and tell Buber just both of them keep running.
Right. Swings through for strike 1.
That record was set by Zach Wolcock.
Zach Wolcock holds the record for most doubles in a year, and it's been tied by Oviedo.
In 2009.
2009, says the legendary Johnny G, who's Martinsburg also has. It looks like they're going to break the record set in 2011, correct? Of 30 wins. They tied that record, on pace to win that, to break that record today. I think Johnny's got cigars for everybody afterwards, if so.
A 1-1 runs inside. Almost hits Oviedo. The 2-1 count now. Carson Buber is on first base. Lance Overcash trying to get through the 4th inning. The 2-1 count. Breaking ball finds the plate. Evens us up at 2-2.
Breaking ball found a lot of the plate.
Sure did. Right down the middle, really. So 1 pitch away from getting out of the 4th. Another breaking ball. More inside. Oviedo kind of comes off the plate. Takes it for ball 3. Another full count.
Walked 3 times and scored 3 times.
Full count. Buber goes, and the pitch is high for ball 4. So 4 walks in 4 at-bats in 4 innings for Oviedo, and if he can come across a score, he'll make it 4 runs as well. Carson Buber goes over to second base. So Christian Alter in this 13-0 ball game will come up with a runner on first and second. Carson Buber is going to be pinch run for. Looks like that'll be number 33, Drew Earhart. First pitch to Christian Alter is called strike one.
Alter with an
Seemed
opportunity to get some more RBIs here today.
Seemed a little outside, but
13-0.
Overcash was, he got the call, and now the 0-1 is a big, almost Baltimore chop towards Overcash on the pitcher's mound, and they'll say that Soho came off the bag as the throw was a little off, and he had to stretch for it.
Yeah, it pulled him off.
Just barely, I think so.
Yeah, Baltimore chop there, but as far as that strike zone goes, I mean, it's 13-0, and you're going to probably see a ball off the plate a little bit now that we've gotten into this portion of the game that says high school, and we're not going to let these kids go out there and get beat 20-0 because they're a half a ball off the plate or so. So
right.
I expect them. I expect umpire Matthew Heidel to maybe open it up a little bit. Still keep it. Within the high school limits, nothing crazy, but maybe a ball and a half a ball off the plate or something would to be expected if you're on the offensive side here.
So Ben Reisenweber will come up with bases loaded. Looks like Caleb Deeds has come in to pinch run for Alter. This is a first pitch ground ball to shortstop. Throw to second base by Casera is made for out number 3. So Martinsburg tacks on 2 more runs to make it 13-0. We'll go to the top of the 5th. And if Broadfording's not able to get 4 runs up on the board, it'll be their last 3 outs. We'll take a 60-second break. Be back with more West Virginia High School baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Musselman.
Here at the top of the 5th. On Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality, design, and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. Catch you up on a couple of inning sponsors in that time that we had our technical difficulties. Top of the 4th, brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Company. It's reliable coverage since 1877. You can call them at 304-263-0809 for a quote today, or visit fmiwv.com. And bottom of the 4th was brought to you by Mother Shuckers. Mother Shuckers Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup.
Buttercup.
You got to be careful when you say Mother Shuckers, especially when you're on FCC airwaves. Top of the 5th is going to be led off by Grafer Martinez. Jackson Steens moved to left field. Keegan Everhart's in center. Christian Alters re-entered in right field. Owen Rupenthal's now pitching for the Bulldogs. First pitch from the southpaw Rupenthal. Will be outside for a ball.
Rupenthal coming in to get some work. He definitely gives you a totally different look when he comes in behind Lane and Boober, and that makes him effective, from the left side.
1-1 from Rupenthal is going to be on the outside corner for a strike. Brings the count to 1-2. Great for Martinez. 1 for 1 with a single. His second at bat right now. The 1-2 is going to be popped up, but it's going to be out of play. Foul towards the softball fields over on the first base side. So the Bulldogs outfield left to right is now Steen, Everhart, and Alter. Infield remains the same as it has been since the start. Next pitch is outside. 2-2 count. So Christian Alter goes 2 innings, only gives up 1 hit and 1 walk. No runs. 2-2 from Rupenthal is going to be another foul ball back. It'll be Junior Valdez on deck, who lined into a double play in his one at bat over to Braden Oviedo. In the hole is Jose Soho, who flew out to center. His only at bat. Another foul ball. (13-0) Martinsburg. Here's another 2-2 from Rupenthal. It'll be just a bit outside. And here's another full count pitch here from Rupenthal. It's going to be a pop-up high in the sky to center field. Keegan Everhart's under it, makes the play for out number 1.
Yeah, he got under that one. Definitely got it up in the air there. Rupenthal does a great job of, making batters miss the barrel.
Number 19, Junior Valdez.
Nobody barrels him up that much. He's sneaky from the left side. Curveball works well. You can throw it down and in to a righty. He can throw it like that, where he starts it off the plate and breaks it in for a strike for a first pitch strike, which gets him up. Which going to make his fastball look a little faster.
That's the first pitch to Junior Valdez. And the second pitch will be a foul ball over to the right side out of play.
As he stayed away from him there, the first curveball was there and it broke in. Here the fastball just stays out there. He has to stay with it.
0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3.
There's the fastball that speeds up when you use your off-speed correctly.
That is the first strikeout of the game by a batter for Broadfording.
He put the bat on the ball. The defense has played well. A couple double plays, and nice diving play up the middle by Carson Bober to get an out. A pick over there by Jameer Brown. So the defense has done their part.
First pitch to Jose Soho is in for strike 1. As I said, Soho flew out to center field his first time, while that was Isaac Grove out in center. And the 0-1 is going to be fouled off again. So Broadfording's down to their final strike in this 13-0 game in the top of the 5th.
Looks like all the stadium is unloading.
0-2 is hit on the ground towards Oviedo. He dives, makes the play for the stop, throws across the diamond, and it's past the glove of Jameer Brown. I think he probably could have made that catch, and it was just a little off the mark.
I think it was the sun.
I think you might be right.
Coming right in his eye there. It was a play that Oviedo, it was a top 10 play down there. He went to his backhand, come up, threw hard across, and if you look right now, Jameer, the sun's right in his eye. I think he just lost it there at the last second.
Yeah, if you're watching on TV 10 right now, you can see the view. You can basically see what Jameer Brown was seeing, and it's the sun and nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's hard to blame him, but it does allow the runner to get on base, and it keeps Broadfording alive for at least one more at-bat as Chase Gravel swings through the first pitch.
B3?
0-1, just outside.
I'm not sure we can put it on Mother Nature. that she's not in the lineup. She played a part in the game, right?
Yeah, I think you have to call that one an error on the first baseman. The 1-1 is another one just barely outside for ball 2.
Good. Oviedo showing his ability to go to the back end, go behind the bag, and throw strong.
It was a nice play. I think it would have been in time. 2-1. Catches the inside corner for strike 2.
One thing's for sure, Jameer Brown, his first year of playing first base, has done a great job. He's very long over there. He picks the baseball. I mean, not much you can do when the sun's in your face, but he has been a tremendous asset to these infielders.
2-2. Swing and miss. Strike 3. 2 strikeout inning for Owen Rupenthal. And that's the 31st win of the season for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, setting a new school record. 31-2. Owen Rupenthal gives you 1 inning of work, 2 strikeouts, no hits allowed, 4 hits allowed total by DeLauder and Alter through the first 4 innings, just 1 walk. And again, it's a 13-0 victory for the Bulldogs over Broadfording Christian Academy in this tune-up match between sectionals and regionals before the Bulldogs host Jefferson on Monday at 7 o'clock. We'll have that one, 6:40 first pitch, or 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock first pitch. That will take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back for the post-game show. We'll get you an interview with Coach Byler and our player of the game. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Mother Shuckers, the only place to get your fill of Bay Delights in Martinsburg. Located at 1014 Winchester Avenue, Mother Shuckers has everything you crave, from crabs to crab legs. Specialty soups, chowder that will fill your belly and heart with goodness. Mother Shuckers, we give a shuck on how well you eat. Mother Shuckers, we give a shuck. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup.